Welcome to the Everyone's a Critic Movie Review Podcast 1993. I am a professional film critic, Sean Patrick. With me is Amy Kay.
Hi.
And MJ.
Hello.
And, of course, I hate critics.net. I hate critics on Facebook. Everyone's a critic on Facebook, actually. And at CriticsPod on Twitter. Bob always makes that seem so easy. It's not, though. He's a better host, is what I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
much better host. This is, of course, the show where we look at the 1990s at the movies 30 years ago. And 30 years ago this weekend, a movie called Indecent Proposal was released. And MJ, we can't stress enough how big this movie was in the moment that it was.
It's huge. Huge.
Everybody was talking about this premise.
Yeah.
The idea that Robert Redford pays Demi Moore $1 million to sleep with him, but she's married to Woody Harrelson. Now,
take the money and run.
Your initial non-joke impression of that idea. You only have jokes, don't you?
There's not much more than jokes.
What do you think of 90s morality?
Is that a band?
Sounds like a band. It's very... I don't know. I feel like it would be a lot different in today's time.
Yeah.
Think people would be more eager to take it?
Yes, definitely. With as many people that are either in open relationships or people with more than one person in it, I feel like nobody would bat an eye at this.
I agree.
Especially 100%. If it was a billionaire?
Yeah. You know what? I would do that for $1 million.
Yeah. Like, why would you even question it? You know? Yeah. I get it, like, love and whatever, and they're gonna win better, but it's $1 million, dude. The only thing about it is that $1 million doesn't go very far in today's economy.
True.
That's true. But, I mean, we can still get quite a bit with
still
that.
$1 million.
I'm curious to know, I'm going to look this up, so please do keep talking, but
yes.
I want to know what $1 million today is compared to 30 years ago. I'm sure it's not that much of a change.
I think it is, because if you think about it, like, people, like, middle class can buy $1 million home, but it has to be, like, $1 million. You know what I mean? It can't be more than that, but then you're pretty much house poor. But ultimately, I just think... I would, suck off anybody for like $1,000 right now. Because I'm fucking broke. When you're desperate.
Yes, that is true.
As long as it's not your dad, that's fine.
$1 million 30 years ago is $2 million today. Just over $2 million
today.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean...
It doubled in 30 years.
Not surprised.
But still, for $2 million, yeah. I'm totally getting down on this.
Yeah, $2 million. Yeah, I mean, come on.
I think what you could really call this movie is just Fragile Male Ego, the movie.
Yeah.
That's really what it is about.
It totally is. And in the end, I still liked Robert Redford more. Yeah. Like, I was like, he's a pretty cool dude.
Woody Harrelson comes off like a complete jackass.
He does.
He really does.
Yeah.
Like, first he's cucked. This is cuckold the movie, but no, just the way he reacts to it. Like, after he's agreed to this and he knows that his family, he and his wife need this money.
Right.
He gets so caught up in, like, oh my god, another man is fucking my wife. This is the worst thing that's ever happened. It's worse than her being dead. Like, dude, calm down.
You need to calm down.
Serious.
Get some perspective. I mean, you have to imagine, like, they were already going to lose their property. They just built this property, and then they didn't pay on it. They didn't pay their mortgage, so they were going to lose this property. It's like, hey, hard times, man.
But he had a genius solution to this, though. Go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Because all you do is win.
All you do is
win in Vegas.
You're basically setting yourself up to win a lot of money when you go to Vegas.
And who wins that much on their first time to Vegas?
I mean, they won $25,000 that first night.
$25,000.
I got a friend who, anytime he goes to Vegas, he just wins. So that's just what he does.
How?
I don't know.
Cheaters. They're counting cards. You can't really count cards with the dice.
First day. This should be clear.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
anybody can have a good day is the point.
Yeah,
like,
not
but
me.
most people who go to Vegas, you don't have a good day. You have the second day where they're like flipping a coin to see if we should go home with our mere $4,000.
$4,000 that they had left.
Which,
And then they
again,
blew it.
would make my life.
Yeah.
$4,000 would
take
make
it.
me very happy
Yep.
right now.
I agree.
And who gives up $25,000 when you owe $50,000?
Right.
Take it home, pay some of it off, make some more money, and go
See
back.
if you can make a deal.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, it's like we just fly off to Vegas, which she's like a realtor, is that? Realtor?
Yeah.
And then he is an architect that doesn't make any money?
Yeah.
I didn't
They're
understand
a
that.
real estate
Yeah,
agent and in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
a real estate agent and an architect who can't make any money because the economy is bad.
And,
Thanks, Reagan.
wait a second. That was Bush. Bush years. Bush years. Bush Senior. Speaking of Bush, Demi Moore looked awesome in this
Oh,
film.
wow.
Yeah. Really pretty.
Because she doesn't have bras.
That's the only thing that drove me nuts. But, you know, I get it. People are free with it. They're fine.
Cool.
I just
Be
think
you,
about, like,
you
the
know?
sweat underneath them
Oh.
when you're moving.
You're thinking of practical concerns.
Yes. And it's not pretty. And it doesn't smell good after a while. Sorry. So that kind of took me out of it a bit.
Yeah.
I've seen her tits just jiggle all over the place.
It was her choice, though, right? I would assume she would just... Like, she's deciding this, right?
I know, but I wish I
she's
could
not
have
being
made that
told.
choice for
Adrian
her.
Lyne's like not telling her, like, don't wear a bra.
Please don't wear a bra. And she'd be like, well, all right.
Although she is repeatedly referred to as property.
Property in this. Oh, my
Constantly.
God.
It's so misogynist. Like the
Woody Harrelson saying, "You're mine. Don't forget
Yeah,
you're mine.
you're
And
mine.
I want you. I want you to be mine." And stuff like that. And it's like, well, no. How much
Robert
do you
Redford
have?
keeps talking to Woody Harrelson
Yeah.
about this. He's
Yeah.
like not even talking to her about this
Nope.
situation. Like,
Nope.
what if I offered you $1 million to sleep with your wife? What might she say to that?
Right.
And like, well, he was trying to direct the questions back to her. Like, that's up to her.
But
I
only
think.
because of his frail male ego. Like
Yeah,
he
that's
was
true.
just like he didn't want to have to be the one to make this choice because
Yeah.
if he'd just been so eager, she'd be pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole ball of Jade's angry at me.
Not
She'd be
again.
upset if he jumped in and said, "Yeah, fuck yeah, we need the money."
Yeah, okay, for one, and maybe I'm alone in this. I didn't see I wasn't really with the chemistry with Woody and Demi. I saw chemistry with her and Robert Redford in this for sure.
Some.
Yeah, I just couldn't get behind Woody's incessant whining. and again, it's like, it's just, here, yeah, well, okay, well, let's negotiate. And she's sitting right there. I keep thinking, like, a lot of movies did that back in this time. By the way, we should mention, before we go any further, this was probably one of the driest films we've seen.
It's so weird.
Yes.
It's a movie that's set in Las Vegas
Right.
and Los Angeles.
And people are really dry.
And it's the driest movie.
Nobody gets wet
Everyone's
until
dry.
later. And then it finally, it rains,
It rains.
It was like God said, there's not enough moisture in this film.
And then there was one where it was like, oh, it was a valid reason to be
because he's working
moist.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, that's where the 90s hand job comes in, right there. Oliver Platt just wiping his forehead and just going, ta-town!
That's how you do the 90s hand job.
90s hand job.
Just wipe the sweat off your forehead because everybody in the 90s is wet all the time.
We'll prove that when
And
we...
you just use that as lube. Just to jerk somebody off.
I love the 90s hand job.
90s hand job would not be welcome in this movie. It'd be too dry.
I think you're exactly right. There's a lot of chafing and redness and soreness.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Do you ever go home and just think about what I've said?
Yeah.
Every
It'll be
week.
like, that was something.
I regret nothing. Anyway,
Yeah.
so there's a negotiation. They get their lawyers involved.
Oliver Platt shows up to negotiate the deal for Robert Redford to fuck Demi Moore.
Right.
Yep.
That's awesome.
You think this is how their Hollywood agents worked it out, too?
Yeah. Now, she really has to sleep with Robert in real life as well.
It's in the writer.
I wouldn't say no. I mean, 93, Redford's pretty hot. You
He's
know?
56 at the time.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it going on. He's all that in a bag of chips.
That means he's 86 today.
Oh, you know what? I'm not against it. Also, I'm in the market to get $1 million, so...
I'll give you $1 million just to look at it.
Sold! Robert, I've got notes. Yeah, so... But eventually, the deal is worked out, and then she
gets on a helicopter and off to a boat and
off to a yacht.
off to the Bone Zone.
Oh, the Bone Zone. I've never been there.
To be clear, you've had sex before, but never the Bone Zone.
Well, I don't even like to say I did. It was never any good. But I think Redford could make it good on a boat. Oh, we forgot to mention one of the best scenes that made us all cringe was the waterbed sex scene.
Oh, the waterbed.
With all the fucking money all over it.
It was money, it was sloshy,
Oh,
I don't know.
It was a lot of...
What was happening?
There were so many fingerprints on that bed. If you think about it.
So, I mean, first of all, sex on a waterbed is hard enough.
It is.
But then you're rolling around on dollar bills naked.
Oh.
It's
There's
not...
like 50s getting stuck in crevices that you can't see. You're still pulling money out like 3 days later. It'd be funnier if they had coins in there. Talking about a slot machine. But yeah, that made me cringe. But anyway, going forward.
Just trying to find purchase on a waterbed when you're just trying to...
Where will his seed make purchase?
Logistically speaking. How did the 70s people ever have sex on these things?
I know.
I can't imagine it would work. I really can't.
Well, and our mother, she would fill her waterbed up so high that it would go up to a tent in the middle of it. So you'd get on the bed, you just roll right over into
By
the
this
sun.
point, our parents were just best friends.
They didn't sleep together.
At that point.
We still don't know how we even got here, to be honest. But yeah, they did one transaction each. 3 times. That's it. Seed finding purchase. I love that. I'm going to say that forever now.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right.
But yeah, they fuck on the money.
Fuck on the money.
They lose all the money.
Lose all the money.
The poor cashier who had to take that cash the next day and turn it into chips. That's why they wear gloves.
Well, I wish they would have when they were in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying. Body clothes.
Don't have sex on money.
No. How many people have touched that money?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sex
No,
is-
I keep having that horrible flashback to Joaquin Phoenix and We Own the City.
Don't do it! Because I'll never get it out of my head. I'll never
Told
get it
you
out
this
of my
story.
head.
No?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Joaquin Phoenix is having sex with his girlfriend at the very start of the movie. They're not having sex.
No, she's on a
naked
couch.
on a couch, and he is just going to town with a 90s hand job.
90s hand job. Shocker.
Just wiped
and
his
stunner.
forehead
Yeah.
and is just going to town
Going
on
to
her.
town.
Immediately, somebody knocks on the door as he's finished.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And he begins
yes.
walking through the nightclub, just shaking everyone's
people's
hands.
hands. He never washed his hands.
I
No,
do remember this.
Because it's
One
a single
shot.
shot.
Yeah,
it's
one
a
single shot.
He gets up, he walks out the door, and just immediately is shaking hands with people.
And he's just got Eva juices on him.
Eva Mendes. That's
Eva
right.
Mendes. Yeah.
Now I'm remembering.
Yeah.
That is,
See,
oh,
we have scarred
Oh,
you
no.
so deeply, sir, and I
these
apologize.
movies. Something else.
You'll never forget it, nor will you forgive.
No.
You can't be forgiven.
18 plus the podcast.
Yeah, so we get out to the yacht,
Yeah.
you know, and we should mention too that Woody's character, when the realization of his wife getting boned by an 80-some-year-old, he runs to the hotel room to try to stop her, and then he finds out that they're up in this helicopter, and he runs up to get, and he just yells her name, like the helicopter's
He's
gonna
doing
be like
the
turn
whole,
toe and just,
He's
you know,
doing the Dustin Hoffman in the church thing from
right.
The Graduate.
Yeah.
It's
but
an homage.
It's a,
Symbolism.
God, are you trying to look for good things about this?
Well, you see, Adrian Lyne was going for
Oh, God.
the underlying message here.
Oh, it's terrible. And there were so many of
This
those
movie
moments.
tries to do that, though. It tries to make things matter. Like the hippos, which are just introduced out of fucking thin fucking air.
Yeah.
After they split up.
So he's got this, like, robotic stuffed hippo, and he's just showing it to his dog.
He's shoving it in the dog's face.
The dog
for
just
one.
will not play with it because it's a fucking robot, and dogs like soft things that they can chew on.
Unless it's my dog, then
They like
she'll eat a
bones
whole
too.
shark.
I mean,
Or a person.
I don't know if they go for robots. Do dogs go for robots?
I
I don't
don't
know.
think that's a thing.
But like for some reason, Lyne here decides to use this as an opportunity for a flashback. So he starts
Yeah.
flashing back to a time that they went to a zoo and saw hippos together and had a romantic day. And like this becomes important later. He just shows up at the end where she's at this zoo auction where I guess rich people are just buying the
elephants
animals.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So white.
The $1 million
So white.
that Robert Redford had paid him so he could fuck Demi Moore. Woody Harrelson uses it to buy her a pair of hippos.
Yeah. Because
And it's like,
that's
okay,
fiscally responsible.
why?
Yeah, where were you
What?
going to put them?
This is not an investment. It's, you literally just have hippos.
Well, no, you don't even have the hippos. You're donating that money so the zoo can care for the hippos.
No,
Yes.
fuck that. Sorry, no. That money was fucked for square and fair.
This was a legitimate transaction. They had a lawyer involved.
There's nothing about hippos in this contract.
But I mean, like, he's trying to make this meaningful, and he's trying to use filmic technique to make it meaningful, and it just doesn't work because the premise of this movie is just so flimsy.
Yeah.
Because the whole conflict of the second half of the movie is just Woody Harrelson being a dick.
Pretty much,
Like,
yeah.
after she gets back, he's just sitting there playing with the curtains for some reason. in the hotel room. Open the curtains, close the curtains. Open the curtains, close the curtains.
You're in Vegas, dude. You can do anything.
There's so much out there.
But when there's curtain play involved, you know, just stay home.
She arrives, and he's trying to be cool with it, but then when they get home, and she just wants to go fucking work in the fucking
Garden,
yard,
yeah.
the garden, and just pick some tomatoes. He won't have it.
No.
No.
Tell me what happened.
No.
What happened? Was it good sex? Did you have good sex with him? Was it good?
And they already discussed the fact beforehand that they weren't going to talk about it after. They were just going to leave it be.
Yeah.
But
And
then
he fucked her over.
he had to bring it up.
Yep.
And just wouldn't let it go. Just wouldn't let it go. And he just kept making a thing of it.
Right.
And it's like, if he just lets that go, if he just forgets about it, which, like, shouldn't be that hard.
Right.
He didn't have to see any of it.
Yeah.
Like, he has no idea what actually happened.
Yeah, I mean... Well, I mean, I do.
But he can pretend that it didn't happen.
Or just accept it like an adult that your wife had sex with somebody. Who cares?
That was partially your fucking plan,
It was
by the
your
way.
idea, too,
Come
by the
on.
way.
Literally.
You agreed to this shit. You signed the contract as well.
Right?
But it's entirely her fault, and he blames her.
It's such bullshit.
He blames her to the point where the movie ends with him delivering a monologue about forgiving her.
And
You!
it's like,
She should have just
Yep.
slapped him in the fucking face.
Fuck you, dude.
Forgive me for doing this thing that we signed a contract to do. You forgive me.
literally, just go marry the rich dude.
I mean, honestly.
honestly.
Well, then he's, you know...
I mean, he's a creep too.
Yeah, but
We'll get-
I
I
still
wanna
like
get
it.
into
at least
Redford.
you get a bunch of money out of it.
I
Like,
Two
one
dogs.
way you get an angry sociopath. The other way you get some money and some dogs. Like,
It's true.
It's so violent. Like the scenes with Woody Harrelson and when he's really upset. It's like really disturbingly like you think he's going to hit her
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah,
And I think that's what Lyne is going for. He wants you to
People are
feel
gonna
that.
love this.
Like this might happen. Like he's going to swing on her.
Oh, ugh.
and he throws the wine bottle against the fridge.
Oh, that was...
Narrowly
yeah.
missing her.
But Kate, can we talk about the cardboard in this house? So much cardboard, you guys.
so much.
So much, and I get it. Like maybe he probably uses it to build because he's an architect, so he builds
Right.
like really ugly homes.
But he just has a fish on the wall. It says fish.
It's just but that wasn't cardboard. It was the one
Was it?
next to it that
There
he
was
just
a
used a
cardboard
Sharpie,
fish.
and he just drew the fish. And then there was a chair made of cardboard. I swear
There
it
was
was
a
cardboard.
I don't know. It was
Because
like
when she leaned into it, it made that noise, like that noise, like
oh,
corrugated.
okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cardboard. That was probably my favorite scene.
But the way that it was put together was so weird because
It
he
looks
made
re-
it look like wood, like circles.
Yeah, it was weird. But I mean, I get it. They're artsy. It's early 90s. They're not. They don't get moist, so you don't have to worry about that on the cardboard chair.
But then also that couldn't have been comfortable.
No, it did not look
Cardboard
comfortable.
chair.
I don't know. Corrugation
Especially when
might
she's
be
like
soft.
crying and seeking comfort. I wouldn't take to the cardboard chair.
Little hole in it. God. Yeah. So yeah, then we just spend the next. I mean, and there are two scenes in this film that went on for way too fucking long. The conversation after, when they were in bed talking about possibly taking the money, would not end. Swear to God, I woke up later on and finally it was over. And then the one towards the end where it's just Woody Harrelson I think he's just thinking. I don't know. It went on for a long time, and it's like I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't need like 10 minutes of a close up on his face just thinking. I can do that at home.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
we've got thinking at home.
We do.
So they just, and then we have like the voiceovers that are so cheesy and
The dueling voiceovers, because they both
yeah.
get to do voiceovers in this movie.
that's why I think Robert Redford should have ended it with, and that's how I had sex with Demi Moore for $1 million. The end.
Robert Redford's character, honestly, this guy is so fucked up.
Yeah.
And like that we treat this like he's some kind of master of the universe billionaire. No, this is a deeply troubled individual who can't connect to other human beings.
Sean just kept saying he needs therapy throughout the whole movie.
Therapy. Like his whole thing is like he can't have her, so he wants her because that's what he does with his life, I guess.
Right.
But we're supposed to feel sorry for him for some reason.
I didn't feel sorry for him.
No.
But like he does this big monologue near the end where he's like, I saw this girl on a subway, but
right.
I was too shy to talk to her. As the subway car was pulling away, she smiled at me the most beautiful smile, and I went back there every day for 2 weeks afterwards, and she was never there.
Did you write the speech?
No. That's the speech, though.
You like really memorized it. I'm like, yeah, he did say that. Wow.
What he said. It's like, all because so we're supposed to feel sorry for him because he's just painfully shy and needs to pay $1 million to people to fucking talk to him and have sex.
I mean, you're Robert Redford, dude. You're good looking. You got money.
You want to make a better version of this? Make it Wayne Knight.
Oh!
Wayne Knight from Jurassic Park.
I would actually rent out a theater for that one. I would.
If he pays $1 million to sleep with Demi Moore and she does it, come on.
That's a better film. That's a better film. I would do that. I would do that.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
There's the point where you realize that MJ looked at a photo of Wayne Knight.
But I mean, truthfully, if you change that, I mean, like, that would actually be good, I think.
Yeah, they'd probably survive that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, Woody Harrelson would go, well, I'm more of an alpha than him, so it's
Exactly,
okay.
yeah.
It's all right.
I know, we'll take
I can be
pity on you,
cucked for a
buddy.
night by him,
Right.
but not by somebody I don't think I can beat.
Right.
Which is the whole real thing here, is that in the end he wins.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point for him. Not that he gets the woman of his love of his life back, is that he won.
Right.
He got to beat the alpha male billionaire.
Yeah.
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 Big ego
But
boost for him.
So you don't think it's love conquers all
No,
is the message?
not even a little bit.
I don't know.
Not even a little bit. But Redford, like, throughout the movie, like, the whole thing is that he makes it about, like, she says no to him when she tries to buy her a dress, which is, again, creep move. Totally creeping on her as she's looking at dresses. Doesn't take no for an answer. Forces her to sit with him while he's doing his gambling.
Yeah.
And forcing her to kiss the dice when he's throwing dice. Like,
Oh, I hate when people do that
just
anyway.
insistent upon it
Ugh.
Weird.
for no good reason.
Germs.
Then he gives them both like a night at the hotel after they've lost everything. So the next day he can set them up for this situation where he can make the offer.
Right.
Because they're having this conversation about how not everything can be bought. And he's like, everything can be bought.
It's true.
I am Ted DiBiase of the WWE, the $1 Million Man.
Someone's gonna get that reference.
I can make everybody do things with my money. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that.
He used to do a bit in the ring where he'd have kids come in and he'd like, I'll give you $100 if you do this, if you humiliate yourself, and then they'd humiliate themselves, then he wouldn't give them the money.
Oh. Now that's humiliation.
Yes.
Well played, sir. I do like that. That's terrible.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Redford at least pays.
That's true, yeah.
He does
I
give
pay.
them $1 million.
He didn't take their property, though.
We'll
Yeah!
We'll get into your conspiracy theory.
Oh my god, yeah.
But I think the only thing we actually learn about Redford, because we don't actually know what he does to be a billionaire.
No.
Like, you can infer it's got something to do with property, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't know anything about him. The whole shyness, painfully shy thing that he does is, like, he brings that up to manipulate her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like Master Playboy when he's out in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So, I guess you're not shy now? You just got over it?
$1 billion will do that. But,
Yeah.
well, like, everything is about him proving that he can do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just about his ego and about... And I don't... Is he the villain? We don't know enough about him, and he's Robert Redford, so he's, like, really handsome and charismatic.
Yeah.
But also, he's just kind of a piece of shit.
I don't think he's the villain.
I think it's just Robert Redford can't play this character.
Yeah.
Now, if it's James Woods playing this character, 1993 James Woods
There would
playing
be
this
so
character,
much moisture in that film. I would be so thrilled because
but
he was
I
so
would
hopped up on
totally-
cocaine.
He would totally be the villain.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would totally be a piece of shit.
That's the Snickers smile thing that he has. The QAnon mindset. He's got it all. He's got it all, James Woods. Jesus Christ. You're right, though. He would sell that. He would definitely sell that.
Slimy,
Ugh.
you know.
But then, I mean, like, then you really have to commit to it. Then it's like, oh, I'm going to have sex with that?
But he had
Cool.
charm. He could be charming when he wanted to be.
Yeah, I just feel like he's always on cocaine and his heart would like, explode.
But I
during
think
sex.
Woods, at least, and I don't like Woods. I hate Woods.
Hate
but
him, yeah.
He's garbage. But I think he at least had the range to give this character
I agree.
more. Not that Redford doesn't have range, but he tends to play Robert Redford.
Yeah,
That's who he tends to be in a movie.
that's true.
And he doesn't communicate a lot, whereas Woods communicates every emotion in the biggest possible way.
That's true.
And it might communicate more about who this character is.
But then Demi Moore would have to sleep with James Woods. And I don't think that's fair to her.
What about Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson?
Nicholson is this character.
No.
No?
Because gross. I just don't think I don't get the attraction. I don't get it. I don't
Really?
understand it. I don't think. No. He's a very. No. I don't get how he's gotten the women he's gotten. But again, I mean, yeah, I think I could buy him as a villain in it, with it.
Is this character meant to be a villain?
I don't think so.
I mean, from our perspective, probably not. He's just a guy who just wants to get laid. He's just a weirdo who can't get women, I guess. He's a weirdo who can't convince women to sleep with him.
Which is weird. Because he looks really good in this movie. So, I mean, I don't know.
His psychology is that somebody says no to him. He takes it to the nth degree, to the point where you've said no to me so much, I must have sex with you now.
Yeah. I've had that.
You win, okay?
Yeah.
I will give you anything if you fuck me. You've said no so much. Nobody says no to me. You don't understand. This has become a fetish now.
Oh, and then it just...
I can only get hard if people tell me no.
Oh.
If there's
like
just a
somebody
hint,
really has that.
there's
Like, that's
just a
real
hint
issue.
that there's no willingness to do this. But I can't rape. No rape.
No rape. Thank
You're well
God.
compensated. It's not rape if you're well compensated. And you sign a contract that says you'll do it.
Okay, that just sounds like sex work. And I'm all for it.
All for it.
I'm all for it.
Sex work
Fuck
is
yeah.
great. Sex work is work.
Yep, it is.
It's genuine. I'm not making a joke.
No.
There's nothing wrong with this, and that this movie treats it that way. It's just, again, another sign of just the time that it's set in, which is just 30 fucking years ago.
I know. But I mean, and that's the thing too. It's like she even said, she goes, "It's just fucking."
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
And your jealousy, your fragile masculinity got to you. That's it. That's the end.
And the bullshit morality that we enforce on people
yeah.
that tells people, like, one man the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But notice that's I'm very specific where I say one man the rest of your life because he can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's true. but I'm a
Societally
woman.
speaking, the men don't get in trouble for this. Women have to be forgiven for doing this.
Forgiven. We're cheating cunts. That's who we are. Which is fine. I mean, I'm used to that.
Robert Redford literally says, "I wouldn't part with her."
So what you're saying is...
Like he's referring to a car. Like, that's a really great Porsche you got there. I wouldn't part with it.
part with it.
Fuck this movie.
Fuck this movie.
Seriously.
Fuck this movie.
Or Robert Redford. Give me your number, dude. I'll call you. I know you're shy. I'm not shy at all.
So you had a conspiracy theory of the plot.
Well, so they this guy, he buys the property that they were building a house on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says it in such a way that he was like, he said something like, I had to get what I wanted. And I took my opportunity or something like that. And I was just like, it sounds like this was premeditated before all of it happened.
Yeah. Like he knew it was their property.
Yes. And he was just like, okay, if I throw them off, keep them here for a little longer, then play some games.
I mean,
I could get this property.
timing does play into
Yeah,
it because
it
they're not
does.
home to get the registered letter. They're not home when they're to be able to try and beg for an extension.
And then he doesn't have to pay as much to get the place, and they would have to pay more, not as much as he gave them, to get the property.
See, I think that'd be a better movie.
But also that does not play into the rest of the plot either.
No.
Like the land doesn't turn out to be important in any way.
Right.
Like,
So
Yeah,
why
he plays
exactly
yeah.
was it used? We don't know.
They never get it.
I
just
think
has
it
a
was. I
cardboard
think
version
to
of
your
it.
point, I think there was a point in the script where that was going to be important. I think that.
Yeah.
I think that was part of this at some point.
I agree.
Like at some point in the development of this movie, it was going to be about this developer pulling this massive caper to steal their land.
Now, if this
Then
film were
Adrian
a
Lyne's
caper,
no, I got to make it about fucking. I'm Adrian Lyne. I must make this about fucking. That's what I do.
That's true. Oh, Adrian.
He directed a whole bunch of sex thrillers in the 80s. He directed Fatal Attraction. He directed 9.5 Weeks,
Yeah.
Flashdance.
9.5 Weeks is hot, though. It's a hot film.
It's not hot anymore.
It's not? Oh, shit. Last time I saw it was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
No, with your food phobias, I can't even imagine.
Oh, fuck.
There's so much gluten. There's so much gluten in that scene.
They're wiping bread on the camera. My eyes! My eyes.
I'm getting an allergic reaction.
There's a scene where they fuck in front of a refrigerator, and he's just covering her in butter and
Yeah.
like just all sorts of
Get
stuff.
it, dude.
Anything they can get their hands on the fridge, he's just rubbing it on her.
Ah,
It's so hot.
I'm so lonely.
Why?
Womp womp.
And next week's 9.5 Weeks bonus episode is spoiled.
You know, I'd have to give an 80s hand job for that one.
What is the 80s hand job?
Well, you have to do a lot of cocaine, then you sweat it out, and it just automatically goes down into your dick, and then I just take care of it from there. This is a family show, by the way.
Supposedly.
What are you doing?
Looking at that
Oh, yeah, you're right.
little piece.
So,
The thin characterizations I have a problem with too. Like, we don't know a lot about Woody Harrelson or Demi Moore either.
yeah, we can't really invest in them. They're
We know,
just
like, he's
in
an
love
architect.
and, yeah,
and they're
like a
married.
young couple, and they fuck
they
a
were
lot.
like married as children, I guess. Like, they're very young. How far into their marriage are they supposed to be? What, like, because it must be like 10. She's 36. He's 36. Like,
I thought
or
she was
they're
30. Yeah.
They're both.
So I bet
early
it was like
30s.
10 years they've probably been together. It seemed like
Yeah,
that.
they had to be together like 12 years at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just seemingly.
That's...
but we don't really. But that's it. Like, in terms of who they are as people, we don't know their parents. We don't know anything about their upbringing. We don't know their opinions on anything.
And also, wait, who's 30? Because he's 4 years older than she is.
So he's 34 then. She's 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does that matter?
I don't know.
So wait.
My
so
brain has to figure things out.
No, that means that when those scenes when they're together, or when as kids, that she's a freshman in high school and he's a senior.
Yes, it said that. It said that. Like,
it was different times. Different times. I want to introduce our guest today. Mr. Robert Sheehan is on the podcast today. By that, I just mean the cardboard cutout is right here.
we have him sitting at the edge of our little coffee table.
He hasn't given any of his opinions because he can't talk.
He's a little on the fence about the movie.
That's true.
It's a little concerning, you know.
I'm just happy he's made a cardboard because that's our theme today.
Yes.
He needs a cardboard fish.
He needs a cardboard fish.
does.
Robbie, we're going to get you a cardboard fish. Yeah.
Maybe we'll make him a fish dress.
Oh, yeah, we're going to make him
Yes.
like a paper doll. I'm all for that. Yeah. And now I'm eating cake. Anyway.
So we don't know much about these characters.
We're not... So it's hard to get invested in it.
Yeah.
When you don't know anything.
Right. I mean, there's ways to tell us about these characters, but he'd rather just show them fucking in a kitchen while their underwear catches on fire.
Yeah.
And then it never has a resolution.
No, there's like nothing.
Does that bother you? I know this is like...
Yes.
The underwear is literally burning on the stove, and nobody...
Who the fuck do you think you are? You're going to set something on fire and then we don't even see if the house burns down?
We do know that she's like a clean freak, and like he puts his shoes on the table like a normal
She
person.
rage cleans. That's right. That's right.
Then they have
And
this
throws
really
a shoe.
dumb argument.
Really dumb. And then it like it again. It looks like it's going to get physical. Like
Yeah.
Every time.
Then they just start laughing and they have sex.
just like every white couple in every '90s movie. Stop dropping it.
I'm having issues. I only dropped it once.
I that's all we know. Like, Lyne just likes showing these two people naked, which is fine. They're two very attractive people, right?
One of them. I'm just not a Woody Harrelson person. I don't get it. I never got it. Whatever. He's like the poor man's Matthew McConaughey to me. The Wish.com version.
We have
Matthew
Matthew.
McConaughey at home. But I mean, you know, back then, yeah. I mean, he was getting all the lead roles and shit like that. So yeah, I mean, they're a good-looking young couple, I suppose.
The whole movie then is just this premise.
Right.
When you don't have characters and your production design is cardboard.
Best part about it.
That's the entire personality of your characters, is that they have this cardboard fetish.
I think I developed one too.
The whole thing is just the premise, right? It's just this idea that what would you do for $1 million?
I think any excuse to have people fuck on screen is Adrian Lyne's go-to.
Always has been.
Always has
will be.
So, like, do we really need character development at all? You know?
We've got a gimmick premise, and we've got fucking. What more do you want? I'm Adrian Lyne.
I just feel bad, like, Robert Redford, he's like, what else am I going to do today? Like this, I'm down, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
I can make this movie.
He does seem like kind of bored.
He doesn't want to be there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get to the shyness monologue, please? I'm really invested in the shyness monologue.
I'll take a dance number, too, but, really, I'm kind of bored. You know what? You guys take the helicopter back. I'm going to stay on the boat. Fuck this movie.
You know who they wanted for this, I bet, is Richard Gere. So they could play off of some of that Pretty Woman energy.
Stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Because, this would fit with a Richard Gere kind of character, too.
Here's a difference about that, though, is that in Pretty Woman, we get to know the things that Richard Gere likes. We get to know him as a person. So, yeah, maybe he could have enlivened this a bit, made us, we know what their motivation is, why their motivation is. We don't know anyone's motivation in this film, honestly.
No, we don't know anything about these people.
Everybody's motivation is $1 million.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's really it. Sex and money, which is, that's normal.
That's the 90s, Yeah.
That's so 90s. That and moisture. Yep.
strangely lacking moisture in this
Strange,
movie.
God, it's so dry. Just like my womb.
No, hey, I'm okay with it. After the, I think we all still need a shower from Body of Evidence. So,
I agree. I've never been able to scrape that away from my soul.
No.
I still have nightmares about
Still
that.
got a little Defoe in your hair.
I'm telling you. Well, his seed will find purchase anywhere. It's international currency if you think about it. I don't want to think about that anymore.
No one does.
You'll never get that time back, you know?
No, I'll never get the time from any of these movies back. It's gonna be like 10 hours of my life.
Yeah.
But it's...
Well, you've learned so much. What would you say is the best lesson?
Yeah, I'm curious.
The best
So
lesson.
far.
What is your impression of 1993?
Let's not go back to the 90s. I think that's the lesson I've learned.
Yeah, basketball was really great at the time. We had Michael Jordan.
I was going to say the music, but then not really.
No good needle drops in this.
No, I know. Except for, you got the hot Sade song, which I fucking love anyway, but
Random fucking cameos, though.
Yeah.
Like, Sheena Easton is, like, there for 2 seconds.
sings a song, but
Herbie
like,
Hancock is just in a room playing a piano for some reason.
you can just rent him.
Nobody says anything.
No.
Nobody says a word.
It's like, oh, Herbie Hancock, and then he just smiles, and it's like, that's it.
Then he breaks out Rocket.
Oh my god, if he did Rocket, that would have been awesome. That would have been a scene. But no, he's just playing some classical piano, boring the fuck out of us. But at least there was representation, White fucking movie.
There's your
and then you throw in
diversity. 4 seconds.
4 seconds of Herbie Hancock.
Yep.
God.
That's all you need, right?
Yeah, that'll do for us for now. You guys wait till 2003 and maybe try a little harder next time.
And a maid who goes, helicoptero.
Oh God, yeah,
Oh.
that's right. Because all maids are Hispanic
Yes.
and can't speak English. Jesus.
Thanks, Adrian Lyne.
The 90s really did hate minorities.
You
And,
wonder if you're wondering why they're demanding diversity right now.
Right. It's like,
It's
I
being
don't get
written into
it.
contracts.
I don't get it.
Why? Watch a movie from 1993. That'll
dare
tell you
you.
everything you need to know about why.
Point out every
'Cause,
person
like-
of color you see.
Right?
Trying to find a person of color in these movies is like, where's Waldo?
Yeah. There's one.
Herbie Hancock.
And then, yeah. Or the one time I thought I saw a black person, but they were just really tan. There's representation.
So yeah, they're
Yeah.
asking for diversity now.
Yeah, and they've been asking for it, and no one has done shit about it. Now
Yeah.
it's actually happening, thank God. But
Fucking
yeah,
bizarre.
you're just watching this, and it's just like a Matchbox 20 song all the way through. It just panders, and it's sad.
This is what beige feels like.
This is what beige feels like.
This is just lovely mayonnaise.
Don't put butter on that. I would like it dry. Just like my toast. God, we're so boring, just as a people. So boring.
We're trying to make fun of our own culture. We can't think of anything
we're just-
that's prominent enough.
It's just, yeah. We don't have to point this shit out to you, do we? You can read that. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, overall, I didn't like the movie.
It's bad. This is a bad movie. Roger even liked it.
Did he?
Gave it 3 stars.
Didn't it? Was it up for any nomination?
I don't know. I don't know if it was up for
I
nominated
think
for anything.
Sade was up, like, for a Grammy maybe for it.
What was that? Tell us about Sade.
She's awesome. She's fucking queen. Diversity through voice. To a much needed, boring, bland film. That song was way too sexy to be in that movie. I'm sorry. It's like that movie wanted to be sexy. You should have just played a Sade video instead.
Yeah.
You'll get sex out of it.
Again, I would say About Last Night is sexier.
I would
in
agree.
terms of Demi Moore movies.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, St. Elmo's Fire is sexier. She loses all of her money.
G.I.
in that.
Jane is sexier.
G.I.
than this
Jane
movie.
is sexier. You're right. Disclosure
Oh,
is not sexier.
poor Michael Douglas.
Poor Michael Douglas.
All that woman wanted to do was fuck him.
I mean, that's it. That's
This
reverse.
always happens to Michael Douglas. And MJ, it doesn't make any sense. He's just trying to live his life as a happily married man, and women just throw
Throwing
their
themselves.
vaginas at his
Yeah.
face
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
To the point where he has to either murder them or defeat them in the corporate boardroom.
Yeah. Or both. Let me get tribal.
He has no choice. He has no choice.
He's that desirable. And wanted.
Pull up a picture of Michael Douglas.
Let's see this.
I don't think you should do that.
I'm in it now.
This movie cost $38 million to make
Why?
and made $266 million worldwide.
You know, I would have done it for $1 million.
This
and
movie?
sex with Robert Redford. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, right? Right? You know who that is? That's Ant-Man.
Oh,
It's Pym.
okay.
It's Ant-Man's dad.
That would make
Yeah.
sense.
It's not his dad. It's the Wasp's dad. Jackass. Get it right. Yeah. Anyway.
That's how he got Michelle Pfeiffer. Was she just wouldn't leave him alone?
Wouldn't leave him alone, and then it's like
He had to sue her.
he sent her off to the quantum realm because he didn't want to fucking deal with her.
That was how he wanted to finish Fatal Attraction the same way.
Fuck yeah! But he's like, no, we don't have a quantum realm yet. We'll get that set up for you.
Later.
I can tell you 15 reasons why Ant-Man is better than this movie.
Oh my God! Good news.
What?
In 2018, Paramount announced that a remake of Indecent Proposal was in the works.
Oh,
How do you remake this movie?
How do you ever? I'm like, why do you remake this
why?
movie?
And in 2018,
It's
really?
a lesbian couple, and a man is trying to get one of them to. That's how you do it.
I would see that fucking movie.
Okay.
I would
'Cause
see that movie.
That would kind of feel like more of a betrayal, would it not?
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
if you're a lesbian and your wife was willing to sleep with a man,
Yeah, for $1
that's
million.
much more of a betrayal, I would think. That's
be.
why Woody Harrelson should have fucked Robert Redford.
I agree. But I actually liked Woody Harrelson with Oliver Plattmore.
They made sense.
They did make
made
sense. And they joked around together. Oh, they were throwing their heads back and laughing. Life O'Reilly.
You went to his house when
Yeah,
they were
you sat on that
fighting?
really awkward red seat thing. And then we went upstairs and Oliver Platt's on his treadmill. And then he looks like he's talking to somebody. But then we don't realize that he can look right down and see Woody's sitting right down there. It's like, why don't you just come down and talk to him? I don't understand what's happening.
He's got to get his workout on.
All right.
He's got to get that workout on. He's got to get ready for that 90s hand job.
Don't worry, Oliver. I'm coming.
That's a dry movie. You have to work out in this movie
You're
to
right.
get the proper sweat for the 90s hand job.
Absolutely. Yep, that's exactly right. 90s hand job.
You know who would have nailed this role?
Me.
Jurgen Prochnow.
Jurgen!
Jurgen.
Looking around, just
Only
trying to
thing is-
see if he's in this film.
The only thing is, Demi Moore would have said, "I would pay you $1 million
Yeah, exactly.
to let me fuck you." Okay,
Yes. Yeah.
let's be clear.
I mean, who wouldn't
The
with Jurgen?
biggest star in the world. Let me get on that.
International superstar.
Demi Moore would have changed the movie to end up with him.
I would pay for that movie.
That's why you couldn't. That's why you couldn't cast him in this.
I would
Yeah.
give Jurgen $38 million.
Nobody would believe you're leaving Jurgen Prochnow for Woody Harrelson.
That's so
no one
true.
would buy it.
I wouldn't buy it.
No.
But that's because I
Made
want to see
sense.
Jurgen win in every film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the end, God, that is what this movie is about.
Yeah.
too. It's just Woody Harrelson gets to win at the end.
That's it. He's just a little
Winning the
little boy.
life.
He's just
It's a little
that
baby
fucking
boy.
monologue. I forgive you. It's just so.
I would have
such
shoved
bullshit.
my hand right into his larynx. Shut the
And
fuck up.
the plot just requires her to take that. The plot just requires her to
And then
just
she
be
just
okay
looks
with
at, she
that.
just kind of wryly smiles just a little bit, and you're like, yeah, you're thinking the same thing.
Deep down,
him.
Demi's like, I don't need to fucking
Yeah, I
apologize.
don't-
I don't need
honestly.
your fucking forgiveness.
Here's your fucking
for
apology.
this. I made a fucking choice. You made a fucking choice. We signed a fucking contract
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
We needed the goddamn money.
I mean, you went so far as to get a fucking lawyer, and you're gonna turn it around on her? You're a dick.
Insecure little asshole. That's really what it is about.
That's what the film was originally called. And then it didn't test well with audiences.
Because I failed to mention that scene immediately after he's playing with the curtains and immediately after the day after when she comes back.
Yeah.
Immediately he has to fuck her. Like, immediately, he has to have sex with her.
Yeah.
And it's just like a dog having to remark the yard after another dog has been there.
So you're saying women are yards?
No, I'm saying the movie says that. I'm saying the movie says that.
I know you're yes. Yeah, no, that's true, though.
The movie definitely.
I like it when guys pee on me, though.
It's a little more than anyone wanted to know.
I just thought I'd enliven the conversation. You know, I was going to bring up Jurgen. And urine. I shouldn't be allowed to be on podcasts. I don't think I'm
You
worthy.
made it weird.
Just sometimes I just think like I'm so close with you guys that I can just say whatever I want, and then I forget that no, that's
This is a
not
podcast
okay.
that's recorded for the entire world to hear.
That's why people listen.
Like,
they're like, oh, you
anyone
like
can
to
look
compete
on
on
the
it.
internet and see this.
It's a family program, okay? I stand by that.
Sure.
Robert Redford's idea of intimacy is getting a dog.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
2 dogs, because he doesn't know if she likes large dogs or small dogs.
And that broke my heart because one of them was going back to the pound. You knew they were. Fucking asshole. God, that would piss me off.
Well, no,
so
they're both
much.
dead.
Oh, right.
As soon as she leaves to go back to Woody Harrelson, those
Yeah.
dogs are dead.
He'll have them killed. Put a hit out on both of them. Do the greatest game or whatever out in the forest.
Like a bunny on Easter Sunday.
Oh, why? Too soon.
After Easter Sunday.
Too
Yeah,
soon.
kids get bunnies for Easter, and then they just totally don't know what the
that's
fuck to
true.
do with them the day after.
Yeah, just put it on the bunny hutch and hope that it doesn't snow.
It's that
Fine.
with those and chickens. Like,
Yeah.
everyone tries to give bunnies and chickens as presents.
It's
like,
true, but no one ever gives the Easter penguin.
No. The Easter penguin is something else.
Something else. Entirely. But I don't even know where I'd put an Easter penguin, to be, if I'm honest.
Is this an Umbrella Academy thing?
No,
No.
This is an Amy and Fuzzy. I haven't been able to sleep. I've been having like insomnia, and so I was telling Fuzzy via text, and I'm like, I think it's the Easter penguin.
It's the Easter penguin.
And I found
then-
a GIF that was actually of an Easter penguin.
And it's gonna be the 4th of July penguin next
Yep.
time.
And he's gonna come for me. I feel like that's how I'm gonna lose my life.
You're just gonna keep getting holiday penguins.
Exactly, and they're gonna keep me awake at night thinking about them because I can't afford to feed them.
You can't barely afford to feed the other animals.
Or
Like,
myself, for that matter.
We got too many animals here. We don't need
If
a
you'd stop
penguin.
pretending to be having a problem with gluten. You know, the stylish fashion thing that you're doing with gluten.
Right. I love spending $8 on a loaf of bread that has 6 pieces in it. Big fan. Big fan.
Oh yeah.
Amy
That
has one of
sounds
those
good.
gluten allergies. Made up by the media.
Oh, made up, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Celiac disease. Oh, is that really a disease? I've actually gotten to try some foods recently that had a little gluten in them, just to test it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It wasn't
You're
good.
still unwell.
Yeah, I just shouldn't do it. I shouldn't fuck around and find out. So,
Yeah.
well, I gotta go.
It's been great.
This is my house, but I
Me and
guess
my
I'll just go.
associate.
Remember, the only way to get the video version of this podcast is...
Oh, you have to write a self-addressed stamped envelope to 9402 Colorado Street, Pueblo, Colorado 60609.
And, of course, you only get a VHS version, but it is not region friendly.
It's
so
not.
you'll need a British VCR.
You'll need a
player.
PAL player
Yeah.
for it, which that's fine. And then, but you need to send that self-addressed stamped envelope because I don't like paying for shipping. but I mean, you'll get a copy of this video.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Robert
able to
Sheehan's
see
here.
it,
You'll get to
yes.
see him.
That
yeah.
totally exists.
Exactly.
It totally exists.
Exactly.
Next week,
What's next week?
are you prepared?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
It's
no.
Benny and June.
I hate the song in it, but I love Benny and June, the movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. But again, time might not be so kind.
Yeah, what is it? Aidan Quinn and Johnny Depp and
Mary Stuart Masterson.
Mary
yeah.
Stuart Masterson and
Fucking
Julianne
love
Moore.
that. And Julianne Moore. That's a great cast. I miss Aidan Quinn. He been around and he's
I
not
have no
doing
idea
much
what
more.
Aidan Quinn's doing these days.
Never calls.
Not like Jurgen.
Not like who calls me every day. Get a life, Jurgen. I know he has
Reverses
one.
the charges from Germany to jerk.
But yeah, no, I think that's going to be a good one. But yeah, I hate the Proclaimers song. I fucking hate it. So that's going to be a hard one.
Oh, is that one I would walk by? Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot that movie. That song's 30 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I could forget it.
That's
but I keep
amazing.
finding ways of not forgetting it. But yeah, Benny and June, that'll be a good one.
It's either that or the Boiling Point starring Wesley Snipes.
Oh, that sounds boring.
It's like a generic action movie.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's do Benny and June. I think there's more layers to it. And here we were just talking about there isn't any diversity. It's like, we have an option. Nah, let's stick with the white movie.
The person of color. Yeah, let's go with the white movie.
I just don't want to be uncomfortable. That's all.
Whoops.
It's fucking racist. Yeah, so Benny and June next week.